Hello everyone. Today discuss cockroach digestive system. The cockroach digestive system consists of the alimentary canal and digestive glands. First one, alimentary canal. So the alimentary canal is a long coiled tube. Next one, it contains three regions: foregut, midgut, hindgut. First one, foregut is completed. Next one, a midgut. Second one, midgut. So the midgut is also called as mesenteron. Also called as a mesenteron. Midgut is also called as a mesenteron. The midgut is also called as a mesenteron. The midgut is also called mesenteron or ventriculus is also called as ventriculus is also called as ventriculus. So the foregut opens into the midgut. So the foregut opens into the midgut in this region between the gizzard and midgut presenting on the between the gizzard and midgut. So in this region presenting on the hepatic CK between the gizzard and midgut. Between the gizzard and midgut presenting on presenting 6 to 8 finger-like structures. 6 to 8 finger-like structures called hepatic CK. Is called hepatic CK. So presenting on the between the foregut and midgut means gizzard and midgut presenting on the 6 to 8 finger-like structures. So these are the 6 to 8 finger-like structures is called the hepatic CK. Hepatic CK. So these are the helps in digestion and absorption. These helps in digestion and absorption. If these are helps in the digestion and absorption. So the between the foregut and midgut, the gizzard opens into midgut. In this region contain a 6 to 8 finger-like structures is called the hepatic CK. So this hepatic CK is the helps from the digestion and absorption. The hepatic CK opens into the midgut. So opens into the midgut. It opens into the midgut. It opens into the midgut. So between the gizzard and midgut presenting on the 6 to 8 finger-like structures is called the hepatic CK. These hepatic CK opens into the midgut. Next one, these functioning is the helps of the digestion and absorption. These are helps from the digestion and absorption. Next one, the midgut divided into two regions. Midgut divided into two regions. Midgut is divided into two regions. One is the anterior secretory region. Anterior secretory region. Second one, posterior absorptive region. Posterior absorptive region. The midgut is divided into two regions or two parts. The midgut is divided into two regions or two parts. One is the anterior region, another one is the posterior region. Anterior region is called the anterior secretory region or anterior secretory part. Next one, second one, posterior absorptive region or absorptive part. So these are the midgut. So these regions too, these are the midgut. The midgut is also called as a mesenteron. The midgut is also called as mesenteron, is also called as ventriculus. Just for example, so these are the midgut. So these are the midgut divided into two regions. So they are the anterior region, these are the posterior region. So the anterior region is called the secretory region. So they are the secretory region. These are the absorptive region. Posterior absorptive region. Anterior secretory region, posterior absorptive region. First one, anterior secretory region. First heading, anterior secretory region. So the anterior secretory region presenting on the many glandular cells. Presenting on the many glandular cells. The anterior secretory region contain anterior secretory region contain many glandular cells. Many glandular cells. These many glandular cells, they secretion of the digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes. These are secretion of the digestive enzymes. The anterior secretory region contain many glandular cells. These many glandular cells, the secretion of the digestive enzymes. Is also the secretion of the peritropic membrane. Peritropic membrane. Peritropic membrane is also secretion of the peritropic membrane. These peritropic membrane, so they are the formation of the, they are the surrounding the food materials, the formation of the food bolus. Food bolus. So they are formation of the food bolus. So they are formation of the food bolus. So these are formation of the food bolus. So these peritropic membrane, so they are help from the prevention of collapsing of the protection of the walls, midgut walls. They are the protection of walls. Protection of walls. So they are eating of the many particles. They are the, so the damaging of the these midgut wall membranes. So these peritropic membrane, so they are the protection of the midgut walls. So they are the anterior secretory region. So the midgut is divided into two regions. One is the anterior secretory region, another one is the posterior absorptive region. So the anterior secretory region contain many glandular cells. These many glandular cells, they are releasing from the digestive enzymes and peritropic membrane. So the digestive enzymes are the digestion of the food materials. The peritropic membrane, so the formation of the food bolus. So these are the protection of the wall layers. Next one, absorptive region. So posterior absorptive region. The posterior absorptive region. Posterior absorptive region. Posterior absorptive region. So in this region, so these are the digested food materials are the absorption. So the digested, the anterior region present on the enzymes. So they are the digestion of the food materials. So the digested food materials are the absorption into blood. Absorption into the blood. So the absorption into the blood. So the digested food materials are the absorption into the blood in the posterior absorptive region. So they are the midgut. So the midgut is also called as mesentery or ventriculus. So in this region presenting on the 6 to 8 finger like structures. So these are help from the digestion and absorption. Next one, it contains two regions, anterior secretory region, posterior absorptive region. So the anterior secretory region presenting on the many glandular cells. So these are the releasing from the digestive enzymes and peritropic membrane. Next one, posterior absorptive region. So these absorptive region, digested food materials are absorption into the blood. The digested food materials are absorption into the blood. Next one, the midgut opens into the hindgut. 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 In this region, the midgut opens into the hindgut. In this region contain sphincter muscles. Sphincter muscles. The midgut opens into the hindgut. In this region contain sphincter muscles. So these sphincter muscles are the same functioning of the stomoidal valve. So they are the prevention of backward flow of the undigested food materials. Prevention of backward flow of the undigested food materials. Prevention of backward flow. Backward flow of undigested food. The prevention of backward flow of the undigested food materials. So they are the sphincter muscles. So these are the midgut. Next one, the midgut opens into the hindgut. The midgut opens into the hindgut. So these are the midgut. So midgut opens into the hindgut. So the midgut is also a short narrow tube. Short narrow tube. Next third one, hindgut. Next third one, hindgut. Hindgut. So the hindgut is also called as proctorium. Hindgut is also called as proctorium. It is also called as proctorium. Is also called as proctorium. So the hindgut is also called as proctorium. Next one, hindgut is a long coil tube. Hindgut is a long coil tube. Hindgut is a long coil tube. Next one, the hindgut contains three regions. Hindgut contains three regions. Hindgut contains three regions. First one, hilum. Second one, colon. Third one, rectum. Hilum, colon and rectum. So the hindgut contains three regions: hilum, colon and rectum. Next one, so the midgut opens into the hindgut. Midgut opens into the hindgut. In this region contain a midgut opens into the hindgut. Midgut opens into the hindgut. In this region, contains 6 bundles of yellow color. Yellow color tubules is called Malpighian tubules. So the 6 bundles of yellow color tubules is called the Malpighian tubules. So these are opens into the midgut. The Malpighian tubules are opens into the hindgut. The Malpighian tubules are opens into the hindgut. Once revised, so the midgut opens into the hindgut. Between this region presenting on the 6 bundles of yellow color tubules is called as the Malpighian tubules. So these are the Malpighian tubules. Yellow color tubules are called the Malpighian tubules. They are numbering in the 6 bundles of yellow color tubules is called the Malpighian tubules. So these Malpighian tubules are the excretory organs. Excretory organs. Excretory organs of cockroach. The Malpighian tubules are the excretory organs of the Malpighian tubules. So they are the excretion function. The Malpighian tubules are functioning is the excretion function. Next one. So the first one, the midgut the hindgut contain 3 regions. The hindgut contain 3 regions: hilum, colon and rectum. First one, hilum. So the midgut, the Malpighian tubules opens into the hilum. Malpighian tubules opens into the hilum. Next one, it is a short tube. It is a short tube. Next one, the midgut opens into the ileum region. They are presenting on the 6 to 8 6 bundles of yellow color tubules is called Malpighian tubules. These are opens into the ileum. Next one, the ileum, it is receiving from the undigested food materials from the midgut. Receiving so it is receiving from the undigested food materials from the midgut. It is receiving from the Malpighian tubules and it is receiving from the undigested food materials from the hindgut, midgut. Next one, second one, it opens into the next one, ileum opens into the colon. Ileum opens into the colon. Second one, colon. First one ileum, second one colon. So colon is a coil tube. Colon is a coil tube. It opens into rectum. It opens into the rectum. Next, third one is the rectum. Rectum is a short wide tube. It is a short wide tube. It is a short wide tube. It contains 6 longitudinal folds. 6 longitudinal. Called rectal papillae. 6 longitudinal rectal. It is contained as 6 longitudinal rectal papillae. So these rectal papillae is functioning of the reabsorption of water. Reabsorption of water. So these are the rectum. Once revised, the hindgut. So the hindgut is also called as a midgut. The hindgut is also called as proctorium. The hindgut is also called as proctorium. Next one, it is a coil tube. It is a coil tube. Next one, the midgut opens into the hindgut. In this region containing 6 bundles of yellow color tubules is called as Malpighian tubules. The Malpighian tubules are the excretory organs of the cockroach. Excretory organs of the cockroach. Next one, the hindgut contain 3 regions. The hindgut contain 3 regions. First one ileum, second one colon, third one rectum. First heading ileum. The midgut opens into the ileum. Midgut opens into the ileum. Next one, the Malpighian tubules are opens into the ileum. The Malpighian tubules are opens into the ileum. Next one, the ileum opens into the colon. The ileum opens into the colon. Next one, second heading colon. So the colon is a coil tube. Colon is a coil tube. Next one, it opens into the rectum. So the colon is opens into the rectum. Next heading rectum. So the rectum is a short wide tube. Rectum is a short wide tube. Next one, it contains 6 longitudinal folds. The rectum contains 6 longitudinal folds is called the rectal papillae. Is called the rectal papillae. So the rectal papillae functioning is a reabsorption of water from the undigested food materials. Reabsorption of the water from the undigested food materials. Finally, the rectum opens into the anus through the outside. The rectum finally opens it through the outside through the anus. So these are the alimentary canal. Cockroach alimentary canal. Foregut, midgut, hindgut. So foregut completed, midgut completed, and hindgut. So they are the first one, the cockroach, the foregut, gizzard, mouth, pharynx, esophagus, crop, gizzard. So they are all the presenting on the midgut. Foregut. Next one, midgut. The only anterior region and posterior region. Next one, hindgut. Ileum, colon, rectum. So they are presenting on the Malpighian hepatic cache. 6 to 8 finger-like structure called the hepatic cache. These are opening from the midgut. Next one, between the midgut and hindgut. In this is presented on the 6 bundles of yellow color tubules is called the rectal papillae. Is called the Malpighian tubules. The malfeasance tubules functioning is the excretory function of the cockroaches. Excretory function of cockroach. Next one, the stomodial valve and sphincter muscles. So these functioning is the prevention of backward flow of the food materials. So these are the alimentary canal. Next one, digestive glands. Next one, digestive glands. The cockroach contain three types of the digestive glands. The cockroach contain three types of the digestive glands. Digestive glands. So the cockroach contain three types of the digestive glands. Three types of digestive glands. First one, salivary glands. First one, salivary glands. Second one, hepatic cache. Third one, glandular cells. Glandular cells of mesenteron. Glandular cells of mesenteron. So cockroach contain digestive glands are the three types. First one, salivary glands. Second one, hepatic cache. Third one, glandular cells of the mesenteron. First starting salivary glands. First one, salivary glands. Salivary glands. Cockroach contain a pair of salivary glands presenting on the a pair of salivary glands. These are located in the ventrolateral side of the ventrolateral side of the crop. These are presenting on the ventrolateral side of the crop. Next one, the salivary gland, the secretion of the saliva. The salivary gland secretion of the saliva. That saliva contain digestive, the starch digestive enzymes. The starch digestive enzyme presenting on the salivary amylase. The enzyme amylase, the presenting on the enzyme amylase. So these are the salivary glands. The cockroach contain a pair of salivary glands. They are presenting on the ventrolateral side of the crop. These are secretion of the saliva. The saliva contain enzyme salivary amylase. So they are the digestion of the starch. Next one, hepatic cache. Second one, second sliding, hepatic cache. Hepatic cache. Second one, hepatic cache. So the hepatic cache. So these are helps from the digestion and absorption. These help from the digestion and absorption. Hepatic cache. So these are help from the digestion and absorption. These are presenting on the cells, digestive cells and absorptive cells are presenting. So they are help from the digestion and absorption. Third one, glandular cells. Glandular cells of mesenteron. Glandular cells of mesenteron. Next one, glandular cells of mesenteron. So the glandular cells of mesenteron means they are presenting on the midgut. So the anterior region presenting on the glandular cells of the mesenteron. So they are secretion of the digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes like maltase, sucrase, lipase. So these are the digestive enzymes. Protease. So these are the digestive enzymes. So these digestive enzymes are the digestion of the food materials. So they are the total digestive system. The digestive system consists of the alimentary canal and digestive glands. So the alimentary canal contain foregut, midgut and hindgut. Next one, digestive glands are the salivary glands, hepatic cache, glandular cells of the mesenteron. So these question 8 marks, very important question in IP exam. Next class discuss the salivary glands.